0 Foxtrot Golf, FM, Police Fraud Radio.
Speed Enforcement Operations.
Welcome to 2020, Castle. I'm Cage. Want to do a podcast?
Good to meet you. Let's do it. So here I am conducting radar operations on the interstate highway systems of the United States of America. And I clocked a car speeding, 92 miles an hour, sped by, 65 mile an hour zone. 92 is a little quick.
Just a little fast.
A little fast.
A little fast.
About almost 30 miles an hour over.
If you didn't earn the right to drive that fast. That's the way I see it. Bam!
I usually ask the violator about 90 miles an hour. So, hey, is everything okay? I hate to be the guy who said, do you know how fast you are going, sir? No, man, no. Listen, if you're going 90, you get approached by Castle. Castle's going to ask you, hey, listen, you're going really fast. Is everything okay?
No, sir, you're driving.
No.
That was so bad.
That give your...
Yeah.
That was perfect timing for you.
I'm sorry, folks. That was wrong.
It was wrong. But no, seriously, at 90 miles an hour, okay, hey, is everything okay? That's really honestly the approach I take because I want to make sure that I don't need to render any kind of other assistance. Mm-hmm. So this guy, he's a Jamaican fella because it comes out as soon as he opens his mouth.
Hey, man.
His immediate response that he has a prostate problem.
Hey, man.
I can't even do the Jamaican accent.
Hey, man. Let me go ahead and tell you this one, boy. I got the prostate problem.
That was about just like it.
I'm going to piss myself, man. It's just about to be me and yours problem. Either you let me go or you let me go. Hey.
Well, I can't let you go, but what he does ask is, can I?
Can I go?
He does ask me that, and I say, you know what? He looked like a pretty smooth criminal.
Yeah.
But, he was a really clean-cut guy, a clean car. So I said, you know what, man? If you got to go that bad, let me have your license. Then you can just go jump over the guardrail and go.
Was he by himself?
He's by himself, yeah.
Let me tell you what's going through this man's head.
Uh-oh.
Hey, man. I just gave this bomber clot my lessons. I'm about to jump across this guardrail. Stash all these drugs over here in these weeds. You put my weeds in the weeds.
Put my weeds in the weeds.
And while he's back there writing the piece of paper, I'm going to stash these weeds in the weeds and I come back later. I'm smarter than the average burro.
Nice. There's a slim chance that happened. You got to go with your gut.
Yeah.
I really felt like at that moment, I'm like, okay, I need to tell this guy to go. I'm like, if you need to go that bad, jump and go, but just stay up to the front of your car, but go straight back to your car when you're done. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be watching you.
I'm watching you.
So I told him, you're getting a citation for speeding.
Yeah.
They have the different excuses. His was he had to go to the bathroom, and that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Because we know all the exits where we were.
Yeah.
I used to say, you just passed two exits that had bathrooms. Why didn't you stop there? Well, I was going to the next one. Well, of course you were.
Yeah, of course you were.
I even stopped doing all that.
I followed him to the next gas station and say, hey.
I've done that a time or two, yeah. So he jumps the guardrail. he jumps the guardrail. I'm assuming he's going to go to the bathroom. You're assuming he's going to stash some dope.
Right.
He jumps, and you ever see the movie Gladiator?
Yeah.
And he's like walking with his hands out in the high, like in the high grass. Like the grass is literally that color and it's that high.
Well, that's like when he died. Or he's
he was like
back.
visioning his wife or whatever. Yeah. But so the Jamaican fella jumps over the guardrail and he takes a couple steps out into that big grain field. Uh-huh. It appears to me he's going.
Right, with his hands out.
Well, they're in front of him where they should be.
And you see the steam rising up.
That's a very important part.
Okay.
Because I took note.
Well, all right.
I remember a while back you said it was a balmy 30 degrees or so. Yeah. I have handwritten in my notes that it was a chilly 44 degrees.
Oh,
because that's important. I'm typing. The computer's off to my right a little bit, in the center of the car, so I can see exactly where he's at while I'm typing the citation up.
Right.
And now I'm thinking about that. It's 44 degrees. I look at the temperature gauge on the car. I should see steam.
Oh, man.
I don't see the steam at all. About a quick 10 seconds later, he pulls up and he jumps back over the guardrail and he stops. I'm thinking, you liar.
Yeah.
You liar, fraudulent individual.
Multiple reports of fraud.
He said, hey, fam, guess what? I just realized I didn't have to go. I appreciate you being courteous. Call me now. Hey.
Fraud all over the place because he was only gone 10 seconds. There was no steam rising. If you got to urinate that bad.
You're probably drunk.
Well, yes, that. You're going to stand there for what, a good 35, 45 seconds? Because you got to drain it, man. So he jumps the guardrail, looks at his car, looks back at me, and then kind of throws his hands up in the air and starts walking towards me, and I put my hand up. I give him the stop sign.
Yeah, the sanitation stop. Your hands are not clean, sir.
I can hear a Jamaican accent out loud while I'm looking at him, telling him to stop with my hand, and then he says,
If you're gonna give a man a break or what?
That's exactly what happened. And I'm laughing with my hand up, and I wish I could release the video, because it would make $1 million. Oh.
So after all that, he wants a warning ticket.
Yeah.
You should have said, hey, if you're our 100 subscriber to Castle and Cage,
oh my God.
can I get a break, man? That and the t-shirts. This ain't right. Can I get a break, man? This ain't right.
Zero Foxtrot Golf, FM, Police Fraud Radio.
I will wear that. This ain't right. Wear it to the gym. Wear it everywhere.
In the vein of what ain't right, we talked about the White Socks and the Jesus sandals. Listen,
I thought we were going to talk about night shift.
We are.
That ain't right.
We are.
Okay. All right.
Listen, another rule in Castle's life. Not only can you not wear white socks and sandals around me, men, your feet are nasty. Cover the damn things up. Put some socks and sneakers or some boots on. Listen, you're only allowed to wear open-toe shoes, flip-flops, or sandals, men, if there's a threat of water or swimming.
That ain't right.
Other than that, cover your nasty feet up with some socks and some sneakers or some boots. That's my public service announcement. Make the world a better place. Cover up your nasty toes and make the world a better place.
Okay, let me document that.
You know what? When you were going on your rant about feet, all I can imagine was when George Bush had the shoes thrown at him. You remember that?
No.
You don't remember when George
don't.
Bush? Oh my gosh, he dodged 2 of them, man. He was giving a speech. Castle was obviously, he probably was on vacation.
Oh, my. I got another one coming up.
This is where I put our friendship on the line.
Uh-oh.
Can I go?
Yeah, sure.
Can I stay with you?
We got to pull out couch that nobody's going to be using.
Can I bring all my family?
Beachfront.
And the dog?
No dogs.
Oh.
The patrol dog is here with us tonight.
Yeah.
In the studio. But yeah, no dogs in the beachfront condo. We're actually going to be in a high-rise condo overlooking the Gulf of Mexico. And I saw there was a special assignment on the Interstate that we were supposed to do together. I'm not going to be there, by the way.
I was told there was a story behind this.
I don't know what the special assignment is, but hey, I ain't going to be there.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Well, let's see. Let me find something for this one.
No.
You starting to look a little sad. Look a little sad.
No, I'm all good.
Is this a traffic assignment?
I have no idea what it is. It just says special assignment. I don't know. I'm not going to be there.
This ain't the one I'm thinking of then.
We'll be southbound and down.
Zero Foxtrot Golf, FM, Police Fraud Radio.
You've been working a lot of day shift along with me. I usually have the early calls when I'm working.
Right.
I know you've been working a lot in the daytime.
Working normal hours.
No, yeah, normal human. Well, not normal human hours.
No,
you're working.
That's how we were designed.
You're about halfway through your career.
Yeah.
So at that point, you start earning a little bit of.
Say so. Yeah.
Sort of.
Sort of.
I remember being where you're at. You get settled in the working day shift, and all of a sudden,
Bam!
Night shift. He's gonna enjoy that when he sees it. That's
Nice.
That's somebody writing the schedule. It's kind of like,
Bam!
yeah, that's the schedule.
you had to work some night and some late nights. Oh,
yeah.
God. Listen, I got a little sick to my stomach when I saw that on the schedule for you, to be honest. You got any stories about your night shift event?
That was night shift. Oh yeah, Deputy Savage on night shift. Once again, I'm back in the area. So, I'm riding around in the late night in these mean streets. The Intercontinental Traffic Champion, once again, looking for violations, lawbreakers, and criminals. I see your dead tag. I have a computer. I have access to knowing if it's expired or not. And I'm running your tag. Oh yeah, comes to find out, your tag is fictitious. Haha, I got one. Probably got no insurance. and your license are revoked. About to make my night on one freaking traffic stop. One and done, baby. Blue lights on, hitting the shoulder.
Now tell me something, Deputy Savage. Is that a rolling crime wave, a felony in progress?
It is a felony tag stop. You're right, brother. You've been there before. You've traveled these streets. So, car's pulled over, reach back for the hat, door open, boot hits the ground. Oh, yeah.
Well, let me ask you again, Deputy Savage. Did you feel the earth shake as you stepped out of your patrol car?
Brother, the earth doesn't shake when I step out the car. The solar system shifts slightly to the left.
Oh, my.
Cause I'm the man.
Oh.
So, let's just say the tag was VTB, none of your business. I'm walking up to the car and I realize it was VTR. I ran the wrong tag. So now I gotta walk up to the car, tap on the window. Their tag's good. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I can't see at night. Roll on.
What makes all this better is Cage walked into the studio here tonight.
I look smart.
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay, yeah. I look smart.
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't really look at him when he walked in. He's like, hey, do I look smarter tonight? Like, I looked up and I saw that his face is adorned with some bifocals. The great part about this is he had to show up here with glasses on. So you're telling me that you completely misread a tag at night?
Yeah, we're getting old, man.
We ain't them young bucks we used to be.
Yeah, riding down the road, it's like, is this my turn? Oh, crap, where's my glasses?
This is Castle, back on patrol. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Click like and subscribe.
For those of you out there who are worried that your name is going to be displayed across the interwebs because you've subscribed, don't worry about it.
And you're old.
And you're very old. Unfortunately, our demographic seems to be 35 to 44 years old. And some of these people are scared of their name spreading across the internet because of what we do. You need a Gmail, Google account, start that up, then log into YouTube. There's a little button in the YouTube settings that says keep my subscriptions private. If you click that and then subscribe to the Handwritten Notes podcast, your name's not going to come out. If you click like on our videos, it's not going to broadcast your name. You can take the polls by clicking on the screen, then a little eye will show up in the upper right hand corner to take the polls, and click on the little eye and it opens up the poll questions for you. Taking the polls does not spread your name across the internet. There is a way to change your name, to create a call sign for yourself, or you can change your current Google name if you're worried about that, because we do want you guys in the comment section. We want you to help participate. We want you to help us create a language, a verbiage when we record the podcast. We want you guys to get involved, add comments, tell us what you want, what kind of content you guys want us to talk about. Give us suggestions. Give us a story idea. So we need you guys in the comments section, but go into Google and change your name, or create a second account and throw a HWN at the end of your call sign, and we can communicate with each other. If you'll see Castle HWN, that's going to be me out there on the YouTube page. I created that just so I can get involved with you guys on the in the comments section. And once we hit 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will create for us what basically is going to be a social media page that we can better communicate with each other. So again, that's the ultimate goal for us. But back to you, Cage.
He has committed that to memory, folks. I can't even spell handwritten notes. It took us how long today for me to just put the web page?
We have a web page.
Yeah.
See if you can get it out.
You want me to spell it?
Try it.
The hand. Okay.
Hold on.
HANDWRITTENOTES.podbean.com.
That'll take you to our webpage where you can download all the
now,
audio.
we know we're misspelling it. We do know that.
Yes, we understand it. It's handwrittenotes.podbean.com. You can download all the episodes. Listen, get there, get the Podbean. Subscribe to us there. Even if you're not going to use it, subscribe to us, like every video. Again, that's just going to help us land in internet searches, help expand our show through the internet. That's why we need the likes. We need the subscriptions on Podbean and on YouTube. We're also on iTunes and Spotify.
And for our 100th subscriber, if you get stopped between the hours of 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. on a certain road,
In a certain location.
in a certain location, you may get a warning ticket. We can't offer a better deal. So click like and subscribe.
I got him.
Hey man, that 100 subscribers gonna be like, oh snap.
We're at 92 subscribers on the YouTube page.
Hold on, how many?
92. 92 subscribers on the YouTube page. Big thank you, Boris.
Okay, who's Boris?
Boris is serving alongside the top secret son, conducting top secret naval operations. Now, the funny story is Boris is a Russian-born national.
Okay.
He's now serving, currently conducting top secret naval operations. But the great part about Boris is that, as I would expect our military for a top secret position such as these guys are involved in, to question with all the Russian activity, all the espionage around the world. Boris.
Could be a little suspicious.
Boris, are you one of us or are you one of them?
Are you with us, Boris?
Are you with us, man?
Are you with us?
But thanks, Boris. We appreciate the 80 subscription, but we're sitting at 92. Listen, we need to get to 100, then 500, but let's get to 1,000.
Well, we got to tell Boris what he won. Boris, because you are the 80th subscriber, you get 3 feet of caution tape. Congratulations, Boris. Folks, you could be a winner just like Boris. Boris, use that caution tape and use it proudly. God bless America. Anyway, valid reasons to speed. We all get them, and a lot of people give them.
Turtle head hanging.
Yep, turtle head hanging. I don't like public bathrooms. I'm not from this state. I'm not from this town. You know, or here's the best one. Do you see the speed limit sign? No. It's 70 where I'm from. Like, we've passed 2 signs saying 60. 60.
But that's where the cell phone stuff comes in. I think a lot of people actually stream video while they're driving anymore because
I've seen it at
I've
night.
had numerous people blow by in a full-size marked car, big blue light bar on the top, and
Shoom.
you know, I'm like, so they got to be watching, streaming video or something, which is horrible.
You know how people are putting their phones up on the windshield with the GPS? It's to hold your phone, but they look at the GPS on it. So you're supposed to. And this guy was watching like a music video. It was some guy, I mean, because I caught myself behind him looking too. You know, it was a beach scene. The guy was wearing like white linen, like girls dancing in the water, and I'm like,
You get sucked in.
yeah, I get into the warp, and I'm like, "Ah, man, who is that? What song is that? I don't know. Let me pull him over and ask. So I was like, what are you watching? Oh, I'm not watching it. I'm just listening to it. It's my favorite song.
Did you walk up and say this?
I'm hip. Let's rap, kids. Oh man, you just reminded me I'm old, getting older. So I was like, yeah, dude, you can't do that. And guess what he says? Well, the city I'm from, everybody rides around and watches videos.
I mean, what's the reason for your driving mannerism?
Yeah, I just put fingerprints all over my glasses. I forgot they were on my face.
Can you still see?
It's just a smudge.
Speed enforcement operations.
Stop the lady. It's a speeding stop.
We're at Interstate or back road?
Interstate. We're crossing over a bridge, and I'm thinking in my head, as it's slowing down, I'm like, I remember now saying, oh, please don't stop on the bridge. Please don't stop on the bridge. And
We need to get more into that. Like the conversations that
the pre-stop.
the pre-stop
Yeah.
conversation
Yeah.
that you have out loud in your car.
Yeah. Don't pull up next to that guardrail. Don't pull up next to that guardrail. Don't stop under that bridge. Don't stop under that bridge. You know what? Stop under the bridge. Stop under the bridge. Yeah. Anyway, I'm saying, please don't stop on the bridge. Please don't stop on the bridge. So they pull right past the bridge and stop, and I'm stuck on the bridge. So I got to get on the loudspeaker. Pull your vehicle up so I can, trying to say all this as traffic's going by. Pull your vehicle up so I can get off the bridge and park on the shoulder, past the guardrail, trying to get all that out. So finally, they move up just enough where I can get past the guardrail. So I walk up to the car. The passenger, she's screaming. It's female driving, female passenger. Round belly. She's grabbing her stomach. That's horrible. The driver is younger than the passenger. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, this is a teenage daughter, and she's taking her mom to the hospital because she's pregnant. She's in labor. So she's rubbing her belly, and she says, oh, my stomach. And I'm like, ma'am, do you need me to get you an ambulance? Oh, my stomach. Oh, it hurts. And the stomach is pretty round. So I look at the driver and I said, ma'am, is your mom, she going into labor? I can get an ambulance. And
no.
they both just look at me.
No.
The driver says, "That's my girlfriend. That's not my mom."
Oh my God.
The passenger says, "I'm not pregnant. I'm just fat. I got gas." That's horrible. You still need an ambulance?
Attention, Unit Cage. Report to the sergeant's office.
You need to call Dick Richards on your way to see the sergeant.
This ain't right. Now, the ambulance that came stopped in the road. We're on the shoulder.
Oh, come on.
We're on the shoulder.
Come on.
They come and stop in the right lane. Wheel chalks dropped.
They wheel chalk.
Wheel chalked it.
It steals your soul.
Man, that back door flies open.
Hey, you know what it's like? You remember Mortal Kombat? Scorpion, like the first Mortal Kombat?
Get over here.
And he throws that hook, that spear into your chest, and he pulls out your heart.
Yep.
That's what them freaking wheel chalks are.
Yep, exactly.
Get over here.
Get over here. So ambulance, they get out. They come up to me. They're like, "Well, who's in trouble?" "Oh, it's a mom and daughter." Just ask the daughter.
God. Cage, bro.
They walk up to her, and I'm standing back, like Mission Impossible, waiting for the dynamite to explode. And the guy's like, "Ma'am, is your mom okay?" "That's not my mom.
Oh my goodness.
That's my girlfriend."
You couldn't have done this any worse.
Attention, all units.
We don't actively go and look for these things. These are the things, ladies and gentlemen, of the general population of listeners of the Handwritten Notes podcast. These are things that just happen to us.
It just happens, man.
We just have to deal with it, but that's why we started these phone calls, so we can de-stress.
I think I'm going to tell somebody else's story, and I hope they listen. I hope they don't get mad at me.
Okay.
This is one of our senior guys.
Okay. Oh, my.
All right, so this is a stop involving Turkey. And Turkey, if you're listening, thank you for letting me use this story in advance. Anyway, I back him up on the stop one night.
Now, Turkey, just let me throw... He's a big old country boy.
Big old country boy.
His nickname is Turkey because he grew up on a turkey farm.
Right.
And he's just one of these dudes. He's a big, strong guy. He can lift a tree out of the earth if he needs to.
And use it as a toothpick.
That's right.
I don't know the whole details because I just backed him up. So I'm walking up, and I do the passenger side approach on his car because I want to see what he's got. He's sitting in the car, lights on and everything. He's got a car up ahead. And I can see the speed flashing on his radar, so I automatically assume speeding stop. So I'm sitting there chit chat with him, never even look. I look up at the car, I'm like, no big deal. So I'm like, well, man, how fast was he going? Blah blah blah. What time you get off? Yada yada yada. And he's still writing the ticket, just steady typing. I see the license on the computer. I just take a glance up at the car. I was like, well, is he laying down or something? Is he sick? Is he, in the back seat laid down? He's like, nah, mofo. He gone. And I'm like, what? I'm like, well, where is he? He's like, you tell me, mofo.
Oh.
Follow-up investigation.
Well, I got a great follow-up on that because as you now need your glasses to read.
And see.
just to operate one foot in front of the other. A few years ago, where we work at, Turkey is the outside of the supervisors.
He's the man.
He's the number one seniority.
Head honcho.
He's the head honcho, number one seniority. I'm number two.
Yeah, well, it's hard to believe.
I know that is, man.
Crazy.
However, when Turkey had to adorn the glasses upon his crown, it's a huge change to see this big old thick country boy. All of a sudden now he's got these little dainty glasses on because he's going blind. He's fresh to these glasses. He's got them on his face and he's at work. We just went to the online digital camera recording systems from the car.
Right.
Instead of like the DVD systems, everything's now in the cloud.
Yeah.
So we just went to this. And of course he gets one of the first use of force videos. He gets called to a crash and dude had run off the road at like a T intersection. He's crashed his car. So Turkey gets him out of his car, pulls him back to interview him, smells the booze on him. It's like, okay, guy's drunk. He's like, sir, I need you to do this, need you to do that. Guy refuses to do everything.
Click, click, handcuffs on.
Well, that doesn't go that smooth.
Right.
Turkey's got his glasses on, and he's a big guy.
Yeah.
What's Turkey, maybe 6'3"?
6'3", 6'4".
Back then, he was about a good solid 260.
Yeah.
270. He's lost a little weight now because he's massively unhealthy.
It's not that unhealthy.
He would eat 17 donuts in a shot if you bet him.
That's a story in itself.
And he ate a soda can top. because he's consuming food at such a high rate of speed that he swallowed metal into his body and almost killed himself. And then,
like a goat.
Yeah, like a pelican would swallow food. And then with the metal in his body, he drove himself to the ER in uniform in the freaking patrol car.
Freaking Iron Man.
But so Turkey's trying to arrest this guy, but this guy's shorter and just fatter. And just gets in a little tussle with this guy. And there's 2 victims here. The fat guy and the glasses.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That's it?
Your Honor, we the jury find co-host Cage guilty of killing the show.
My God, man, that was enough.
Good night, everybody.
Units, Castle and Cage, off duty.